Holy shit.
Oh, I have this weird tequila. So my dad got this like box of like 4 different types of tequila, and it's little tiny bottles. But this one has
Yeah.
scared me to try. It's coffee. It's
Oh,
this coffee liqueur, and it's made with Patron Silver tequila.
that doesn't sound too bad.
So I'm trying that because I was going through the back of my cabinet. I'm like, I swear I have some like tequila up there. I have that in my whiskey behind me, but I don't want to drink all my whiskey. I do drink that to enjoy it, not to take whiskey shots.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I kind of stick to vodka for the most part, but like I did kind of pick up my mom's habit of having rum and coke. Like, I don't drink soda very often,
See,
but
I
when I
stopped
do
drinking
drink,
soda completely about nearly 2 years ago. Be 2 years ago,
yeah,
end of August.
like I have maybe one or two sodas a month, and I'm not counting like Seagram's like sparkly because
Yeah.
that's still alcohol. Like Alka Pop doesn't count, but
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This
yeah,
the coffee tequila smells
that's
so
something else.
weird. It just smells like coffee and
And
tequila. Ah. Oh.
oh boy,
Oh. Oh.
you okay?
Like the aftertaste is good because it tastes like coffee beans, but it's like sweet. It's too sweet. If it was just coffee, tequila would be fine, but it's ugh.
Is the server up?
No, not yet. So I was distracted by my disgusting coffee tequila.
Oh God. I know. Had to stare at me like really? That's rude. Uh-oh. It says host not responding.
What?
Hear it? Okay, good. It said host not responding, and
Oh,
I thought, oh no.
oh, I'm like, it's still running fine on my end. And I could check my internet speed. It was really slow earlier. I don't get the best internet because I'm in an apartment building. And apparently, no matter how fast your internet actually is, if you're in an apartment building, it gets muddled with everyone else's internet. So even if I wanted to pay more
Yeah,
for internet, I wouldn't get better internet.
that's the worst.
I know,
I'm just
'cause
playing in the basement, so it's just bad no matter what. Who's now, bitch?
I'm gonna try another sip of the coffee tequila. Wish me luck.
Believe in you.
Ugh. Oh.
Mean to drink booze. Oops. To do that in real life.
Ugh. No, that was a mistake. That's just bad.
Oh,
It's just they made it too sweet. Why is it so sweet? It didn't even get down to my throat. It hit my mouth and I like gagged. A bit more of my whiskey. It just tastes so good. Even though it's cheap shit. I was literally introduced to like alcohol, I guess, on a larger scale when I went out to a bar with my friend. And you've actually met her before. Um,
yeah.
yeah, it was one Friday night, and my roommate was having a bad day, and Anne was like, "Oh, we should go out to a bar." And I'm like, "Okay." So my roommate said, "Well, I asked her if she wanted to come along. She came along, and she's tiny. We didn't realize that she got super drunk. But the first thing that Anne got us, because I was like, I don't know what to order, so Anne went and just got me a scotch. She's like, I think you'll like this. I fucking loved it. Because I'm like, I kind
Oh
of
my
knew that I
God.
liked the harder stuff. But I love the scotch. I forget, it's like, I want to say Johnny Walker, but that's not right. um, something like along those lines is what the scotch was. And then she proceeded to actually buy me a bottle of it as a late birthday present, which is great. My poor roommate got a bit too much drunk because we had a drink. So I had my scotch, and then my roommate had like a Long Island iced tea, but she had already had a little bit to drink before because she had like an exam that day. I think that's why. And so then Anne dared us to do. whiskey shots. And I was like, oh, I'm all for that. And then we got a free beer as well. So we drank that. My poor roommate, she's tiny. She got a bit too drunk, and we were trying to get her home, and she was like, we walk out of the place, and she's like, I gotta pee. And we're like, oh shit. So we're like, we're almost there. We're like 20 minutes away. We walk there. We're 20 minutes away. We gotta walk back. And my mom was like, I gotta pee. And we're like, okay, we're almost there. Don't worry about it. We're like lying to her, obviously. And as we're walking back, she's like, do you remember that song in like middle school about the duck and the lemonade stand? And then she proceeded to start singing that song.
Oh my
Duck
god.
the lemonade stand. And I have video of all of this.
You're the man.
Yeah, she started singing. So we're singing this as we're walking along the road. I'm like half drunk. Like I'm still sensible. I'm not as drunk as her. And it was an all around mess. But we got back and my poor roommate was puking, but it was an interesting night. My first time going to a bar.
Oh man. I've still like never been straight up to a bar. I've been to restaurants with bars. I've been to
Hey, catch.
it. I went to a single brewery actually. Right,
I've been to a bar that's a 20-minute walk from my apartment. I've been Anne, her sorority had a party that was at a bar. So I went to that and then we got a bit too much drunk. That was a sentence. Bad grammar. But that was fun. I got a little bit too much drunk. And I'm also at OhioCon. There's a bar there, and my dad's like, I've never been there. Let's go there. So then, this is an embarrassing story. So my dad, I was like, I don't know what to get, and he was like, okay. I'm like, my dad was like, okay, there's this kind of stuff. I'm like, I mean, I'm pretty good with a whiskey, and Anne's there too. And she's telling us like, yeah, she likes whiskey. So he gets me one. It's like a $20 shot or like cup.
Oh my god.
Like he got me the expensive shit. He paid for it, so you know, whatever. And then we were sitting at a table and we were asked to leave because we weren't buying food. And so they don't want you sitting there if you're not buying food. And we're like, okay. We still decided to sit there longer. I thought we were gonna get up, so I just take it like a shot, right? This $20 cup of whiskey. Because I thought we were leaving. But turns out we weren't. We were just going to cheat the rules and sit there for a bit. And I was like it didn't say anything, but I'm sitting there like, oh god, my dad just watched me just down this $20 cup of whiskey. And I was so embarrassed. I don't think he realized. But keep them in our inventory. Oh, I like this one better.
Right?
This reminds me of like SSX or something. Like an old racing game. And those are what I'm good at. I'm very good at racing games.
Not very good at racing games. The one I'm decent at is Mario Kart.
I've never owned Mario Kart and I still kick butt in Mario Kart. So was that one time you brought it to English class senior year?
Yeah.
And I beat everyone in it.
I don't remember if I was playing it or not, but I feel like...
I don't know if you were, but there was like 2 girls in the class who were playing it that we've like never talked to, and they played along with us, and they weren't, and I kicked their butts. And I'm like, I've never owned Mario Kart before, and look at me. That's because I've played like every other racing game. I had the Crash Team Racing game as a kid for like the PS1, but I had it on the PS2. It was a PS1 game that I played on the PS2.
Yeah.
And I have it on the Switch as well now, because you know the remake came out, and I had to buy it, of course.
Yeah.
And then I learned I was pretty shit at it, because it's harder than I remember, and the characters are very. You have to choose the right character to actually work.
Yeah, I don't think I ever played it. Personally, I don't have it on Switch.
I bought it because I'm like nostalgia. I had to. Why can't I go sideways? Oompa loompa doompa dee doo. I got da 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 da.
Puzzle for
Da
you.
da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Okay.
You think I would know the lyrics to that? I literally did the spotlight for that musical in high school.
Oh my god.
I was put in the corner and only had like one part, but I did have a part in that musical. Oh, I can't see anything. I'm gonna turn off my light. There we go. I can see a bit better now. I have a light shining directly in my face. Oh, that's a cliff. That's not a good idea. Wait, oh, that's a tree. Oh, I'm a mess. Oh, there's a
You
log.
said there's a light shining directly in your face. Are there cannibals?
No, in real life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I have my like lamp light that I've had since like I don't even know how old I was. I got it as a birthday present. My grandmother on my mom's side took me shopping and she was like, you can get whatever you want at Kohl's. I'm like, okay. And I bought a fucking lamp. Cause I was like, that's adult. I can buy a lamp. And I've had it since. And it's currently hanging from the bottom of my bed and it's staring directly at my face. Which is great for videos, but not when I need to be able to see in video games.